What is a sport? What's your favorite sport? Is it soccer, basketball, volleyball? Chances are pretty good that whatever you answered, it calls for two teams and a ball. Because, well, most of our favorite sports do. But what makes these things sports, as opposed to just activities or games? First, let's consider the ball. On the one hand, many sports are played with balls, but on the other hand, not everything you do with a ball is a sport. Playing catch isn't a sport. Playing fetch with a dog isn't a sport. And more importantly, lots of things we accept as sports don't include balls, like gymnastics, hockey, and swimming. So maybe the team makes the sport. That doesn't work because we have so many individual sports, track and field, surfing. And we also do some things in teams that are not sports. When my friends and I team up to play a quiz game in a cafe, is that a sport? What about when my family splits into teams to play Monopoly, the board game? And when your bosses assign you to a team at work, they certainly don't think you're playing a sport. So now we're getting down to it. It must be the competition, right? Sports have to be competitive. But there are major chess tournaments, and there are cake baking and tomato growing competitions, and trust me, those people get competitive. But that doesn't make them athletes. Wait, I think I've got it. Not all competitions are sports, but all sports are competitive. After all, you can't exactly play baseball without competing. And yet, for many activities that are regarded as sports, competition is not required. Lots of people go kayaking or practice diving without competing. So does that mean that when I'm off doing it by myself, it's not really a sport anymore? I haven't even mentioned physical skill yet. Maybe chess isn't a sport because it doesn't require strength or coordination. That's one of the arguments for including esports in the Olympics. They take coordination. On the other hand, some people say that trampolining doesn't belong in the Olympics as a sport, but it certainly takes coordination and physical skill. So maybe it does? But yoga and ballet require great coordination and physical skill, and nobody would call them sports. And when you think about it, how is ballet all that different from figure skating, really? Speaking of the Olympics, one thing they've decided is that their sports don't involve machines. Car racing and high-speed boating were eliminated years ago. But of course, most people would regard those as sports, even though they're not in the Olympics. And don't esports involve machine of sorts? Well, I hope you found this lecture enlightening. We started out asking the question, what is a sport? And I think that after carefully reviewing everything I've said, you'll find that I have no idea.